Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Come on in. As you come in, feel free to drop a hello in the chat and give me your personal definition of mindfulness. And I will continue letting in our participants. I must say, I'm out of practice with Zoom. Time to recharge, regroup. Absolutely. Connecting, oftentimes with ourselves for sure. Clearing our minds, deep breathing. Absolutely. Take another few seconds to let people into our Zoom. Reconnection, self and environment, absolutely. Focusing in on the present. Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and get started. And if I pause, I'm just letting someone in. So I'm Angela Norwood. I am the mindfulness coordinator at Briggs Cheney Middle School, and I'm also a U.S. history teacher. And I do have to say, mindfulness is my passion for sure. So I'm going to talk to you a little bit about mindfulness, defining it. I'm going to talk about some benefits and some data. I'm going to give you some strategies that you can apply in class and some free opportunities for some resources. And the last thing I'm going to do is give you your own opportunity for mindfulness so that you can start your day and just ease through the rest of it. So, mindfulness. It's the ability to be in the present moment without worry of what just happened in the past or what might happen in the future. It's about intentional attention to your breath. Your breath is this amazing superpower that you always have with you that has the ability to give you extra strength and endurance. It allows you to quiet your mind. And the more you focus on that breath, the more intentional of a healthy habit mindfulness becomes for you in your life. I talk a lot about practicing your pause. And we're going to talk about that a little bit more in more detail. But I refer to it as PYP. And mindfulness is void of judgment of yourself and your surroundings. When we release this element of judgment that we unfortunately kind of carry around with us, oftentimes it kind of sneaks up on us and we don't even know. It allows us to make more room for self-compassion. And when we bring in that element of self-compassion, it allows us to be more empathetic to those around us. So this is something else that I did for the staff at Briggs Cheney. So I created this document to give everybody an idea of what mindfulness is and what it's not, or what it doesn't necessarily have to be. So when you look at this document, you see mindfulness is practicing your pause, and mindfulness is intention to self-care. But it's also things like saying, thank you, please, you're welcome, I'm sorry. It's about showing gratitude, being judgment-free, making a connection to yourself. I saw that a lot in the chat. It's about self-compassion, building resilience and self-regulating, and a lifestyle. Oftentimes, when people hear the term mindfulness, they automatically think, oh, I need to be sitting. Oh, I need to have my eyes closed. Oh, I need to be quiet. No, not necessarily. Mindfulness is anything that brings you back to the moment. I remember one of the kids said to me one day, you raised your voice, you're not being very mindful. And I said, you should have seen me before I ever started practicing mindfulness, and you would know this is better. But it doesn't always have to be that perfect zenned out moment. It's about taking that breath and responding as your better self, which is a part of that practicing your pause. So in that last column, I talk a little bit about how can you practice mindfulness. There's no one way. It's whatever works for you. Sports, basketball, yoga, jogging, anything that allows you to put yourself in the moment and to bring attention to your breath. It can be music, reading, spirituality, a walk outside, just listening to the birds or the leaves moving in the wind and taking note of it in that very moment. It can be cooking if you're doing it for pleasure, not running in, oh, I got to eat standing at the counter, but really enjoying it if that's something you like to do and enjoying that meal bite for bite. It is about a focus on your overall wellness. So I want to talk about some benefits. It's about bringing your focus to the present, improving physical health such as better sleep, lowering your blood pressure, reducing a sense of malaise, reducing that stress hormone cortisol, improving your mood that can aid in reducing depression and alleviating fatigue. I wanted to throw some data out there from you from Mindful Schools. Educators say 90% report lowering stress and greater self-compassion when they add mindfulness into the classroom. 82% connect better with students. 80% deliver curriculum with more ease. 77% are more satisfied with their job. From the student perspective, 89% improve emotional regulation. That is huge, especially after the year that we've all experienced, or several years we've experienced. 83% improved their focus. 78 demonstrated greater compassion. 79% improved engagement. So I told you I wanted to give you some ways that you could bring mindfulness into the classroom and not take up too much of your curriculum time. And the first way is just modeling it in everything you do. And practicing your pause is an excellent way to do it. We have triggers that happen all the time, both big and small. And kids are always watching. Kids and other people learn how to respond by watching others. So when people see you Practice your pause, and it's visible, and they see evidence of humanity, evidence of forgiveness, vulnerability, reflection. Then you're modeling what you want to see in others. I remember last year, last year in a Zoom, I did something. I don't even know what I did. I probably messed up a slide, who knows? But I immediately apologized to my class. I was like, oh, guys, my bad. I'm so sorry. Let me go fix that. A kid typed in the chat, wow, I can't believe a teacher apologized. My mind was blown, y'all. I couldn't believe that a student had had an experience all the way up through 8th grade and they couldn't recall a teacher apologizing. So they're watching, and the more we model these good behaviors, the more they're going to pick them up. So let's start with that first one, practicing your pause and modeling it in the classroom. So with that first P, pause, you're taking a breath, you're pumping the brakes, and you're visually showing the kids, oh, wow, this is happening. Let me pause. Let me take a quick breath. All of this, when it's really happening, happens in seconds. And then you might even want to model a think aloud of the choices. Like if I respond immediately, this is what I would do. But if I take a second and think this through and think, how do I want to respond as my best self? Then I would likely do this. And then that last P for proceed with the best response in the situation. Some situations don't require a response. And when we take the time to pause and take that breath, we realize that. But the ones that do, you're better able to respond as your best self when you take the time out to take that breath, or 2 or 3, whatever the case may be, and you're responding in seconds. So that's the first one. The second one are incorporating mindfulness videos into the class. And I've done this in several different ways. I've done it during morning announcements. I've done it during the beginning of a class or the middle of a class, especially with some of the breathing techniques, depending on the time of the day. What you have on this particular page is a video about practicing your pause. And I referenced 2 breathing strategies that you can use, tense and release and double count. And I included those 2 links on this page. I'm going to drop the link to my slides in the chat before we go so that you can have all of these materials. The other thing that I included in here are just 2 really quick 1-minute videos. One is from Calm. Calm is, or at least it has been in the past, free for educators. And the other video is 2 minutes on recentering. Sometimes you want a video that is calming. Other times you might want a video that's energizing. So on this page, I have a couple brain breaks that are more energizing that the kids love as well. And a brain break is exactly what it sounds like. You want to take a break, reduce some stress and frustration, and increase their attention and productivity. A lot of times things get sluggish, even based on the temperature of your room. Sometimes you just need to take a break, but the whole idea is to take that break before the fatigue and the distraction sets in. It can be as simple as standing up, stretch break, playing music, taking a walk, doing something to get your heart rate up, doing something out of the ordinary. I got a couple videos over here that are out of the ordinary. Doing something that's funny. That would you rather just taking a couple of the examples that are in that list that gets the kids joyful and excited and silly. And it takes their mind off of whatever was maybe bringing them down a little bit or whatever the case may be. Or maybe a brain teaser. I have 2 that I want to show you a clip of so you can get an idea. One is called ABC 1, 2, 3, and the other one is called The Crab. The last thing up here is Headspace. Headspace is free for educators also. all you have to do is use your MCPS email, free forever. But let me start with this crab and just give you an idea what this looks like.
Okay, we got Amber and Libby. Thanks for helping out. I heard this brain break from Mr. Slorf this morning, and he got it from the good people in Texas. So here we go. Put your hands together. This is an individual brain break. Okay, next, what I want you to do is put your middle finger knuckles so that they're touching. Okay, good, good. So got to see that. Nice. Great. All right, now I want you to try to undo your thumbs, and then put them back. No problem. Undo your index fingers. Now undo your ring fingers.
But I did it barely.
You got to keep your knuckles together, though. Keep your knuckles together.
It does not work. If this is
all right, everybody stand up.
Not possible. I'm gonna like shoot.
Everybody stand up.
Just bringing a little bit of a distraction into the classroom, a little bit of fun. Any of you guys that tried it while they were demoing it, you can see that as soon as you start to try and separate your ring finger, it tickles you a little bit because it's not that easy to do. The other one is ABC 1, 2, 3. And this is an energizer, but it also teaches focus, because the whole idea is to think about ABCs while you are actually drawing in the air, your 1, 2, 3s. And if you mess up, you got to go ahead and start all the way back at A. So real quick demo of that.
Okay, thanks Nate for helping us out on this brain break. What you're going to do is you're going to be outlining a letter in the air, but at the same time you're going to be saying a number. So you'll be outlining A, but saying 1. And then you'll be outlining B, but saying 2. All right, so why don't you start it?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay, Axel, you're doing good. So everybody else do the same thing. He can continue.
It gets wild when
do a brain
everybody-
break. All right.
Just an opportunity to stand up, make a little noise, laugh a little, and then come right back in. Now, the one thing that I will say, these videos are here for you to use, but the best thing you could do is model it for your kids, or even make a video of you with your kids so they'll see how it looks with kids that they see every day in their own schools.
Okay, we got Amber.
Hi.
The fourth thing that I wanted to share with you are just using inspirational quotes during your warm-ups, and just allow the kids an opportunity to do something other than what they're used to doing and talk about a quote and what it means to them. Just recently we did I never lose, I either win or learn. And the other one, everyone you meet today is a human being who struggles in their own way. Be patient, be present, be kind, compliment them, magnify their strengths, not their weaknesses. This is how to make a difference in your own life above all, and in all the lives you touch. Sharing these types of quick quotes can be very impactful for the students. They really take some of the ideas and thoughts with them, and it's quick and it doesn't take a lot of time away from your curriculum. On to you. So this is your bonus brain break with some breath work so that we can practice together. So find yourself a comfortable seated position. Feel free to close your eyes or lower your gaze. and just start to bring your attention to your breath, and I'll do the rest. We're going to try a breathing technique today called 4-7-8. It balances your body and your mind, reduces stress and anxiety. It can also help you fall asleep a little bit faster. So I'm going to guide you through this breathing technique. On the first inhale, it'll be to the count of 4. We'll hold for 7, and then we'll exhale for 8. So again, find yourself a comfortable seated position, lower your gaze, and just start to focus on your natural inhale and exhale. If distractions come in, just say hello and let them go. You can always bring your attention back to your breath. Bring your attention to the very tip of your nose and just notice the coolness of air on each inhale. You can say to yourself, I am breathing in, I am breathing out. On your next inhale, we're going to inhale to the count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 7, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale for 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again, inhale for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 7, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale for 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 7, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale for 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Do 2 more on your own. 4, 7, 8. On that last exhale, go ahead and bring your attention back to the normal rise and fall of your chest. Breathe in all that you need and release all that no longer serves you. And when you are ready, you can widen your gaze or open your eyes. And then you are ready to proceed with the rest of your day and maybe jump on some of these free resources. So the first one that I want to talk to you about is right here, MCPS, PUL 365. There's the link that I'm going to share from my slides. And also, I cannot speak highly enough about Carrie Vieira and her online Mindful Mondays. It's every Monday, 7:15 to 8 o'clock. The Zoom link is included in my slides. Phenomenal. Down Dog and Headspace are free to all students and teachers. Just use your MCPS login. The one thing I love about Down Dog is you can customize it and you can get exactly what you want. Time, music, style. It's absolutely wonderful. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm going to pull up that chat and drop some things in here. These are my slides. I also want to put the survey in here as well so that you'll have that. And I hope you enjoy this beautiful sunny day for sure. Thank you so much for joining me today. And if there's anyone who is unable to get to the slides or you cannot access the survey, please feel free to email me at Angela_L_Norwood.
Excuse me, Angela, were you able to put the link of on the chat? I don't think I can see it. We need to copy that link to fill out.
Okay.
I don't see the link.
I was wondering if you can just add.
Oops, nope, I sure didn't. I wasn't even responding to the right people in there. Here it is. Can you see it now?
Yeah, let me see if I can open it.
Awesome. And you know what? Let me get my slides because I was responding to.
Oh, actually, that link is not for not to the slides. It's actually to a survey, participation survey.
That's your participation survey, and I'll grab your slides for you right now. Just 1 second.
Because we have at school our own participating survey, and we just have to add the link.
Okay. And here are the slides.
Let me see. Perfect. Thank you so very much.
Awesome.
Thank you. Thank you, Angela. That was very nice. Enjoy, everybody.
Awesome.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a great day. Enjoy the weather and have a great year. Let's end strong.
Thank you.
You're welcome.